We are live! Welcome to the show. You know what? Excuse this bow tie. I forgot I had it on. I was just at a black tie event, with all these things getting canceled. I had a bit of a virtual event, if you will. So shout out to the imps over at UVA. Shout out to all of them. Thank you so much. But I think I'm gonna derobe a little bit, take this off. If you're just joining us, it's a clip-on. If you're just joining us, my name is Zach Gelfand, your half-dressed host of this short-form Instagram late-night live talk show. So thank you all very, very much for coming. It's been a great week, I think, for mental breakdowns, of which I've had a few. But we're not going to talk about those. What we're going to talk about is some other fun things. Thank you all for joining us again this week. I'm working here on a new phone, so we're looking for no technical difficulties. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on my phone. Fool me 3 times, I'll probably just pack it in and quit. So that'll be what's happening there. What I want to talk to you guys about is how my mother has donated her phone. So I want to give a quick shout out to Sharon Holland Gelfand for donating her phone to this cause and for all the things that she does. In fact, she even has a question for me right now, and she's just trying to get to the different account. There she goes. She's got it. She's very good at that. So in the comments, show some love to my mom, guys. Moving on directly to the news with a bit of a new technical, a little technology assist that we're going to be using today. I'm going to, instead of printing all these things out, I'm going to show you guys some headlines. So let's start with that. I want to show you guys a headline that I saw in the New York Times about, it's a very big, but I'll read it to you. Scientists find 2 mating flies trapped in prehistoric amber. Wow, these 2 flies have had each other for 42 million years. Thank you to the New York Times for a reminder that I will never have a connection that nice. So thank you very much to the New York Times. Also coming from the Times, these pictures are far too large. The Bronx Zoo is empty, but the animals do not mind. You know what else is happening weirdly in the animals' lives? While the zoos are empty, humans are also not on the streets. So we've got goats in Wales. We've got coyotes in the streets of San Francisco, monkey gangs in Thailand. I mean, what's happening right now is we're missing out on a live-action Madagascar, and I, for one, am a little saddened by that, but hope to see Pete Davidson playing the part of Pizza Rat. And third in the news, this is a great headline coming from none other than TNZ. Coronavirus paddleboarder busted. Violates stay-at-home order. A paddleboarder in LA was arrested by maritime police, or maritime law, however it works, for disobeying the stay-at-home order after other swimmers left the ocean. I don't even really want to recap the story as much as I'd like to let you see the reporting that was done on the field by one very, very apt kind of describer, if you will. So check this out.
Could this be the first arrest made for surfing documented in history? Look at, now he's trying to bow, dude.
I don't know if you guys can hear the sound.
High speed pursuit! Run! Uh-oh, he's screwed. Now he's got this guy. This guy's coming in. Let's see the highway pursuit. He cut him off. Throw the tacks down. Pop the tires. Spray him with a hose. Uh-oh. Sheriff boat. High-speed pursuit.
Uh-oh, sheriff boat.
Run!
All right, let's get that guy
he's
out
screwed.
of here.
Now he's got this guy. This guy's coming in.
Uh-oh, sheriff boat. I love this guy, and I think he's exactly what we need. He is the hype man of our generation. I wish he could be in all of our homes to comment on the things happening just outside of our windows that we can't get to anymore. Can you imagine him just commenting on a dog outside? Oh my God! Oh, that dog's got that squirrel cornered. Oh, he's going to the tree. Get your net. High speed pursuit. Oh, he climbed a tree. Oh man, what I would give to have that man in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, Passover is next week, and Jewish families across the globe are turning to virtual seders. Now, to help you all cope and create better virtual seders for your family, I have a few tips for you. So here we go. The first is that no seder is complete without matzah. No Passover is complete without matzah. But many people can't get outside to buy it. So in the meantime, I thought if you can't get matzah, I'd give you a quick tip on how to make it at home. What you're going to need are 3 simple ingredients. The first, a Sharpie. The second, a fine tip Sharpie. And the third, a piece of cardboard. Now what you're going to want to do is take that Sharpie and just draw on it a little bit. Draw some lines that look like matzah. And you can follow along at home if you'd like. Get those indentations, get that all done. And after a little bit, you'll realize you've got a perfect piece of matzah, indistinguishable from the real thing. Now, if you don't have cardboard, or if you don't trust the cardboard, then feel free to print out a picture of matzah and just eat that instead. Tastes just like the real thing. Next, I want to talk about the afikomen. Many people have been asking me, Zach, how are you going to hide the afikomen, and who are you going to hide it for? If nobody's home, who's going to hide it? Well, for all the Jews out there taking part in the Jewish Easter egg hunt of the afikomen, also known as matzah, but for later, here's what you can do. Put it outside because you're too afraid to look for it there. So it'll stay hidden until after all this blows over. And another question I've been getting is, will the length of the seder still be the same now that it's virtual? Absolutely it will. If anything, it'll be longer. If you thought a 3-hour preamble before serving dinner was long, wait until your uncle futzes with the webcam, shutting down the whole Zoom, and making dinner served at midnight. So I have a workaround for this. It's called the virtual background. Now, if you're like me, you're a nice Jewish boy. So take a picture of yourself reading the Haggadah, or the Passover pamphlet, as it's known. Now, when you're feeling peckish during the Seder, put that virtual background on, sneak out to the kitchen, and grab a nosh of some gefilte fish or schmaltz. Now that's A+ eats for me. And finally, a final 5th question, if you will, is what about the wine? It's a great point. Normally, it's customary to have 4 glasses of wine throughout the Seder. But these are trying times. So I encourage you all to just have 8 glasses, 8 or more, 9, 10, 12. Have as many glasses of wine as you need, okay? And that's coming from me, your friendly neighborhood Zach. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a fantastic show for you guys tonight. Later on tonight, you're going to hear a song from Seann Cantatore. We are going to tune in with our surprise guest, Emmett Saulnier, who is on the trail of a virtual ultramarathon of sorts. So wait around to hear that. But before that, our first guest. Now, I know many of you were hoping to hear from Julia Schroeder, but unfortunately we had to bump her to fit in this next guest. This next guest is a member of a group called 1 Million Moms. It's a conservative sensibilities group that is concerned with the censorship of certain medias and the messaging that we put out. Now, it seemed that last week, and the And We're Live team upset this group, and they've come and they want to come on to clear the air. So please welcome to the show, I believe Joann McCormick is coming on. Here, let's bring her on right now.
Am I on?
Oh, there she is.
Am I on?
Need the intro music.
Oh, I
Joann.
see him.
Joann,
Oh, I
thank you
see
so much.
him. Yeah. Hello, Zach. It's Joann McCormick.
Yep, Joann, thank you for coming on the show today. I hope we can talk about whatever's irking you and your organization, because
there's a lot irking me in my organization, and I'm sure you know from the multiple emails that I've sent you, and Facebook messages, and Instagram DMs, and I've sent you even some mail that probably has not gotten to you yet because we live several states away.
Okay, yeah, well, I've definitely received all of the emails and all of the Facebook messages. I will be honest, my mail server started recognizing you as spam. Did it?
Yes. Did it? Because you know what I've recognized as spam? This here show you've got going on. That's right, I said it. I think this show is spam, and I think you are doing, the content that you put on this show, Zach Gelfand, if that is your real name, is the reason that our children are growing up to be, that they're grown up to be the kind of children, the kind of adults that they are. Take that. I don't know how to. I don't even know where to begin, Miss McCormick.
First off, I want to say I apologize for any
You can call me Joann, by the way.
Joann.
You can call me Joann.
Can you tell me a little bit about you? You're coming from 1 million moms representing them. What exactly is their mission? I'm not really clear.
Oh, you want to know what 1 Million Moms does? Have you ever heard of the show Will and Grace? Yeah, probably not, because we got them canceled. Because shows like Will and Grace and other types of shows like that, we protest them. And we have millions and millions of people sign petitions. And then that gets those shows off the air.
When you say people, is it specifically moms, 1 million moms, or?
Yeah, it's you know what? Our organization, the name of it is 1 Million Moms. And you want to know how many people we have? The last time we counted, and we did our own little census check, which is basically just Deb sets up an Excel sheet. She's got all the Google sheets that our organization has. We trust Deb with those things. Nobody trusts me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the face of the organization. I'm not nothing more. But here's what happens. Last time we checked, we had over 150,000 folks.
Oh, okay. So 150,000 folks in 1 million moms.
But it could be millions more. You don't know. I don't know. Deb doesn't really know because, the stats are faulty at best.
I hear it. Joan, I just want to say, I think we're not too different, you and I. Here we are, two faces of large entertainment entities in the United States, and we have teams behind us, huge teams of very bigly people that are doing a lot of work for us. So I just want to say,
that's right.
You may have some issues with me, and I may have some issues with you, but you and I, we're not too different.
Don't you dare try to make friends with me, Zach Gelfand. I've seen your shows. I've been watching every single week. I watch from start to finish. And you know what? I do not appreciate everything you're putting out there. Take that. Okay? And I think everybody's tuning in. I told everybody in the group to tune in because I said, you need to see the garbage that this little boy is putting out into the internet. You need to see. And so you probably saw your numbers go up, and that's because of me. And I told them
my numbers went down.
What do you mean?
We're close to zero. We're close to 0 viewers.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Since you joined the cast, we're close to 0. We're closer to 0 than we were before.
I don't think that's true. I think that sounds kind of like something like Deb's numbers. I think you're lying through your teeth like you always have been. And you know what? I've protested. You know, if you've been reading my emails, I have sent messages. I have reported you, and I have reported your show on Instagram. I have told Facebook to take you down, and they have canceled my account at this point. And I have also gone on to Reddit, and I've started actually several different threads that's trying to take your show down because of the filth that you're putting out into the world, Zach Gelfand. And you want to know what the worst of it is? My little daughter Joanna, she came up to me the other day.
So your daughter's name is Joanna?
Yeah, my daughter's name is Joanna. What? You got a problem with that? I think Joanne is a really nice name, and I decided to add an A onto it. My husband Gabriel.
That's fair. Please continue, Joanne.
Anyway, my daughter came up to me the other day, and she saw me watching this show, and I had my headphones on, so she couldn't hear. She just saw your face on the picture. She said, "Mama, who's that cute boy?" And I said, "Joanna, you go wash your mouth out right now." And she did. I made her wash her mouth out.
Well, as much as I'd love to keep going toe-to-toe with you this evening, Joanne.
Oh, you will, and you will. Well, this is not the end of me, Zach Gelfand.
I understand you brought a clip from whatever recent things you're
I brought a clip. You want to roll that clip for me? Yeah, sure. This is the kind of organization you're dealing with, mister.
So yeah, tell us what exactly we're about to see.
Oh yeah, that's right. So this clip here is a little bit about the validity and the strength of our organization and a couple of the things that we've been doing and a couple of the things that you're up against now, okay? So you're going to see some of the stuff that 1 Million Moms has been up to.
Let's take a look. 1 Million Moms. Oh, can we hear?
I can't hear this. I can't hear this, but I know that I could do the voiceover right now. We canceled that show, canceled after 20 years. And it's out of, I can kind of hear
How about maybe what we'll do is once you head out, I'll play it for the audience.
Okay, because you want to know what I think happened? I think I was kind of talking through it, and so the Instagram Live is sort of picking up my voice, so it shuts out.
Maybe I thought it might squeeze us both into the corner and then play it for everybody, but it only plays it on my.
Because that's what happened with that paddleboarding video. That one worked pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. But listen, Joann, technical difficulties aside, again, you and I are a lot alike, and I think there's no need necessarily to make more animosity in this time of stress. So I want to reach an olive branch out to you, and I'd love to have you on the show again sometime. Well,
I'd love to come on the show, but the only reason I want to come on it is just to bash it, and I hope that you answer some of my emails too, and I hope that you answer some of my daughter's emails too.
I will take a look at those emails, but in the meantime, we're gonna keep rolling with the show. Joann, thank you so much for stopping by and yelling at me. Please tell your daughter to stop texting me. I don't know how she got my number.
Okay, well,
I
don't know that I can do that. You too.
Woof. All right. Well, that was scarring. Alrighty. So we're going to keep moving on with the show, and I want to bring on a very talented musician. Her name is Seann Cantatore. You know her as Seann Cantatore. Please welcome Seann Cantatore. Joann.
Yo! How's it going?
It's going so well. How are you doing? How are you doing in this time?
I'm pretty good. Just had a Cosmo.
Oh, very nice. Oh, yeah. Quite. You have an occasion this evening?
Sort of.
Seann, you seem a little distracted. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Oh, no, I'm just sorry. I'm checking my phone. My other phone, of course. I have two, like we all do, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is my business phone. I'm checking my personal phone.
Are you expecting an important message or something?
It's just that, I'm sorry, Zach, to interrupt your show for this.
Please, we can talk. This is a safe space.
It's just that, you know Hot Jeff? I've mentioned Hot Jeff to you.
Oh, it's Hot Jeff again. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Sean's infamous lover.
Yeah. Keep it on the down low. We don't want too many people knowing, right? Oh, right, it's a live video. Well, so he canceled on me again, and he was supposed to come over, and of course he blamed it on the quarantine, and I get it, it's not safe, right? It's not safe to have people coming over and being around others, but but it's like, this isn't the first time he's done this. He cancels all the time, Zach. I've told you. And the worst part of it all.
What's that, Seann?
Zach, I shaved my pubes for nothing.
Oh. Seann, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know how long it takes you.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine, because you know what? I'm going to freaking moan about it via song.
Oh, right? Please go ahead. That's the best way to deal with these things.
Hot Jeff, this one's for you. You biatch. I do full shave their pubes. I shave my pubes for nothing. I shave my pubes for nothing. Shave my pubic pubes for nothing. 'Cause Hot Jeff canceled again. So it was 2016, I was living at home. I was feeling a little bit alone. I got a job, Pennycock Short Club, working at the After weeks of mustering up the courage, I finally said hi. And you said hi. And that night we fucked. I had a big old bush and some hair on my tush, but it kept me warm and safe from infection. The hair's all gone, yeah, I mowed that lawn. So what I'm really saying is Seann's lawn is gone. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Why do fools shave their pubes? I shave my pubes for nothing. Shave my pubes for nothing. Shave my pubic pubes for nothing. 'Cause Hot Jeff canceled again. Piece of shit. Oh, here we go. So there we were, 3 peas in a pod. It was me and you in your hot bod. I started to feel all these feelings real, like it was more than screwing around. I think I could have loved you, Jeff. I could have loved you, Jeff. I could have and I would have, but you never stuck around. The words in my head, this guy is insane, man. Passed the bucket off and played me like a video game. Got your education, you know you're the one to blame. And the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man? Hutchinfurry Hamilton. His name is Hutchinfurry Hamilton. That's true. That was his actual name, Zach.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hot Jeffrey Hamilton. You've ghosted me so much, yet I still come back for more. Oh, baby, it is over now. I'm walking out the door. I shave my pubes for nothing. Oh, I shave my pubes for nothing. Said it's all because of you that I shaved all of my pubes. But it's over. Oh, sorry, 1 second. I just got a text. Oh, I'm sorry, Zach. It's Hot Jeff. He said he's down to bone virtually. Sorry, gotta go.
Oh, Seann. Well, we thought we learned a lesson there, but I guess we didn't. Well, everybody, Seann Cantatore, everybody, that was really great. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some, you have virtual sex with others. It is what it is. We're gonna keep this show rolling. I want to give a shout out to Natonia, who's on stage, so she recognized real when it comes to Tony work. To Jules, to Nikki, to all the friends out there. Thank you all so much for joining. We are bringing on now, if he's in it now, Little M Runs. Yes, he is in here. So we're bringing on Little M Runs. While I bring him on, I'm going to talk to you. Little M Runs, Emmett Saulnier. He is a pro-am athlete, a runner. He runs marathons, he runs ultras. Right now, he is running a 24-hour race, and he's on the trail. Welcome to the show, Emmett Saulnier.
What is up? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you great.
I'll stop running.
Great. You got my mom, my tech over here on the side, so she can hear you great.
Sweet.
So I didn't tell everybody exactly what's going on, but Emmett, please give us a little smidge into what's going on. You are racing 4 miles, and it's 4 miles-ish every hour. For what reason?
Well, for fun, really, is the only reason. But you know, with everything being canceled, folks are looking for something to do, and there's some folks up in Canada that set up this virtual race where the style is you start a 4.2-mile loop on the top of the hour every hour. You can run it however fast you want to, and then but you just have to be back in the starting corral at the top of the hour and start your next loop at the top of the hour. So it goes for however long however long someone is still running. So it could go 60 hours if there's someone that's still going. So currently in hour 11, we started at 6 a.m. this morning Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern, and it means I'm like 45 miles in.
Very
So,
cool. And what's do you have a goal out of this, or are you just gonna run till you get tired?
Goal? No. I mean, not really. No. Just trying to have some fun and do something with my time, because otherwise I'd just be hanging out doing nothing all weekend.
Right. And so people get a grasp of the scope of this. There are thousands of people across the globe running this, and thousands watching it on live streams.
Yeah, so it's online live. Everybody is connected via Zoom. We have to show our watch to the camera at the end of each lap and upload stuff. So then.
This is Eugene history, Emmett! Eugene history!
It's my buddy Kevin. Sweet.
I'll be up real early checking you out.
Yeah, dude. Thanks, man. Anyways, what was the question? We already got very distracted there.
You answered most of it.
Yeah. So
Julia.
it's on Zoom, and there's like elite runners in this too. So they're like some of the best ultra runners in the world and in the country right now. Folks who have run crazy long distances, 600 miles, etc. So yeah.
That is truly insane. Julia asked in the comments, "Are you sore?"
Am I sore? Not quite yet. It's actually been pretty easy thus far, just because I've been running about as slow as I can, taking walking breaks, and I get about 15 minutes to rest in between each lap. What really gets tough about this style of race is the sleep deprivation. So it'll get dark here in 2 or 3 hours, and it's not going to be fun going overnight, but I'm going to try and keep trucking through.
That'll be rough. Nikki wants to know, what do you listen to, if anything?
Oh, this is actually the first lap that I've carried my headphones with me, because I wanted to be able to talk to you. Otherwise, I've listened to nothing at all, and that's generally how I run.
Yeah, and it's known for his lack of headphones and over-indexing on Mother Nature. Natonia wants to know about your eating habit, or like, how do you eat
Eating
and hydrate?
habits. Yeah, so basically at my house I have set up an aid station, and I've been trying to drink about 20 ounces of water. I've got sweet little water bottles here with me, which I'll mix with some like sports drink stuff, and then also have some bars and peanut butter and bananas and etc. A variety of snacks. I try to get like 200 to 250 calories an hour, and that's been working pretty well thus far.
Amazing. That's so cool. And I know you've been running for so much of your life, and you're a very serious runner, and you're very good at it. Obviously, the coronavirus has taken a lot of these races out of kind of the running, if you will. So what can you kind of look forward to for the rest of 2020 or planning for in 2021? I know you had some long races.
Yeah, pretty much everything's been canceled at this point, except in September I'm registered for a 200-mile race that goes around Lake Tahoe. So that hasn't yet been canceled, and I will be training as if it will be happening. So going to get out in the mountains and do some long training this summer. Was going to do the Boston Marathon in 2 weeks, but that was obviously canceled. So we're just having fun with it, getting back to the basics, just running for fun. I don't have any like artificial motivation really that races provide, so just doing it.
Yeah, and I love that. I feel that as well. As you know, you helped coach me to a New York City half regimen, but unfortunately that race got canceled. So it's a good reminder to anybody and everybody listening that there are just, you don't necessarily need a reason to run. You can just kind of go out, have some fun, and do it. So, yeah, thank you for that reminder, Emmett. How's your mom?
Dude, my mom's good. She might be watching right now. I told her to. She said she
watching.
saw me on the live. She said she saw me on the live stream for the race itself, because I have my Zoom camera going. So she's doing well. Back to running a little bit. Hi, Mom. If you're watching, love you.
She's great. Shout out to Lee Saulnier in the city of Cincinnati. Well, Emmett, that brings us to about the 8:30 hour. I'm going to let you finish this loop so you can get, your running and your hydration all in there. But thank you so much for joining us. And
dude, thanks for having me on.
Of course, thank you for the Zen. Give us a last pan of nature for those who can't see it.
Well, it's not really a trail. Well, this is a trail in Eugene.
Any trees will do, honestly.
Trees. Look at this. Trees. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you to Joann McCormick, aka Julia. Well, thank you to Sean. Thank you to Emmett. Thank you to my mom. We will see you guys next week with a stellar lineup. We got Issa Medina and we got Ben Laderberg. So I will see you guys next week, Saturday, 8 p.m.